What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is the L&D Podcast coming out of Colorado. I'm Dan, the Canadian polar bear. This is Lo, the Mexican chupacabra. What's going on? Got an hour of content coming at you. So, we got a few topics tonight. I guess we'll start with favorite movies. What's your favorite movie?
The Exorcist.
Favorite horror movie, because we know horror.
I like The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, the original?
The original. I think the new one's not all that great.
That's good. Okay, I kind of separate them. I got favorite monster movie, which is... Well, hold on. I'll give you a
Creature
favorite...
from the Black Lagoon.
That's a good one. Favorite scary movie, Halloween. Michael Myers, man. Fucking A.
Freddy Krueger. Nightmare on Elm Street.
And favorite monster movie has got to be Nightbreed.
Nightbreed?
Nightbreed.
How's Nightbreed?
It's pretty good. It's a Wes Craven. Directed by Wes Craven. Favorite cop and criminal drama or favorite crime drama of all time?
Dirty Harry.
The Departed. Kicked ass. Favorite suspense thriller? Cape Fear.
Halloween.
Halloween's more gore, horror.
It's a suspense.
It's also horror. Trust me, if you look it up, if you fact check me, it's going to come up under horror.
So my answer's not adequate enough?
No, I'm just saying if we're doing genres, and suspense thriller is a genre.
Okay, so what movies qualify as suspense
I don't
thriller?
know,
I did throw one out there and you told me it doesn't count.
Well, no, I said it was a horror movie. But I guess you can use that if you want to use that for your suspense thriller.
That's what I'm going to use.
All right. So that's horror movies. So what do you people want to talk about? Come on, drop us a line. Let us know. We need something to talk about after those reaction videos.
All right.
Because I'm still having nightmares.
What about you said eating in versus eating out?
Eating in versus eating out. What do you prefer? And do you think you could save money by eating in more versus eating out?
No, not today.
No? Why?
In today's day and age, it's just as expensive to eat out as it is to cook and eat in.
Actually, it's cheaper to eat in.
No, it's not. In fact, Randy and Tracy did an experiment on it, on monthly groceries versus monthly just eating out, and they spent around just the same amount of money. They actually put it to the test. Have you ever put it to the test? You're just assuming.
And what are they eating?
What do you mean? Just whatever.
Where are they going? Where are they going to? What restaurants?
I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
Well,
I'm sure they weren't going to Red Lobster every night.
No, but can you afford to eat at McDonald's every night just to save money? I can't.
Versus if you were to put zero money into your groceries, how much money do you put into groceries every month?
About $300.
So
No, like $6 every month.
Yeah. So you don't think you can eat $600 worth of cheeseburgers throughout a month?
You don't sick.
Think
I don't want to eat $600 worth of cheeseburgers.
You don't think 600? Well, exactly.
You
wouldn't need nearly that much, so you'd save money.
No. You don't think you'd get sick of cheeseburgers?
Sure.
I get sick of cheeseburgers. You don't think you'd want?
Sure, but people also get sick of ramen noodles.
You don't have to.
When you got to do what you got to do.
You can.
If it's down to saving money, it could be cheaper than going out and.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You can save money by eating in instead of eating out.
I think you could save money by eating out versus eating in.
No.
I think it could be
because you got to drive to the restaurant to pick up the food.
You got to drive to the grocery store.
No, we don't. We get our groceries from Walmart.com. We order them and they deliver them to us. We don't spend an ounce of gas.
You don't have to leave your home to have food delivered to you now. There's DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Yeah, but it's not.
And all kinds of other things. And Postmates.
Unless you're not. Somebody else is cooking that shit for you. You don't know what the hell's in it.
So, a lot of people don't cook their food. A lot of people don't cook.
You don't want to take more responsibility for what you put into your body.
So now is it really coming down to
I'm just asking
a matter of spending or a matter of health? Because it was a matter of spending.
Both. It should be both.
Doesn't mean you always got to order junk.
Yeah, but look what's out there. There's not a lot of choices.
So fine, if you want variety, then you should eat in. But if you want to be more cost effective, you could eat out.
Mm-hmm. I just think personally, it's better to eat in rather than eat out. Doesn't mean we don't eat out, but it's not all the time.
I like eating in because I don't trust other people making my food.
Exactly.
And I'm kind of picky with what I eat, so I like to make my own food personally.
Right, so do I.
But you could save money by eating out.
You could, but I don't know.
Cheeseburger's only 90 fucking cents.
Yeah.
How much money do you spend to make dinner every night? More than 90 cents.
Well, it'd probably work out to about maybe about.
If you eat mashed, but oh come on, seriously. If you make mashed potatoes and a meatloaf and green beans,
it's gonna work out to maybe $2.50 a plate.
Really?
Maybe. Yeah.
Really?
Because you're making the potatoes. I made almost a 10-pound bag of mashed potatoes. A 10-pound bag of mashed potatoes at the grocery store costs like $4. The roast cost I don't know, Carl got it, but I think it was like $8.
No, roasts are not $8. Where are you shopping?
Walmart.
No. Roasts are not $8 at Walmart.
It wasn't that much. When you break it down per plate.
I'm going to find the cheapest roast I can find on. I guarantee you it's going to be more than $8. Maybe $8 a pound.
Fine, $12. My point is, when you cut the roast up and you put a portion on a plate with a portion of mashed potatoes, a portion of vegetables, it's going to work out to about $2.50 per plate. If you're a restaurant, obviously it's going to be more because you're marking that shit up. But at home, it'll be about
$2.50 a plate versus 90 cents for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, but you're getting much better food at home than some cheeseburger. You don't know where the beef came from.
What if you don't have $2.50 for 11 plates of food? What if you only have food? What if you don't have $2.50 times 4 for 4 other plates of food? What if you only have the 90 cents?
Well, then you get a cheeseburger, but
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
like not everybody has the $4.50 times 4 for this, and well, when you break it down to each individual plate, well, of course, yeah. But do you have the initial $18 to buy that roast?
Yes, and it wasn't. 18.
What if you don't? What if you only have the 90 cents?
You're just trying to win the argument.
No, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, you're trying to win the argument. That's stupid.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just saying.
Do you have 90 cents? Do you have more than 90 cents?
No.
Did you get more than 90 cents?
No. Well, I don't know. I might have like $1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
Still not enough for your $2.50 per plate. I don't have near enough to buy those ingredients.
You could buy a 5-pound bag of potatoes for about $2.50. $3 on the outside.
Plus, you got to buy the meat.
Or you could just have potatoes.
But I thought it was all about variety.
Well, whatever. If you're gonna say like somebody only has like 90 cents or $2, then you well,
if you only have 90 cents, you still can't buy 10 pounds worth of potatoes.
But they don't only have 10-pound bags of potatoes. They got.
Can you buy a 5-pound bag of potatoes for 90 cents?
You can buy a little.
How many potatoes can you buy for 90 cents?
I don't know.
Let's look it up. Let's go to Walmart.com and see how much potatoes are. I mean, we're talking bare minimum budget here. Like,
yeah, but most people have.
I'm not talking most people. I'm talking the lower poor, real low poor. I'm not talking upper white middle class. That's just we're most people. I'm talking people that most people don't consider.
Well, you sound like
the
you're
lower
talking,
class.
Are you talking about lower class or you're talking about homeless people?
No, not homeless. There could be times where you've got to pay your rent or your car breaks down or whatever, and you only have 90 cents. Doesn't mean you're homeless.
Then
It means you paid your rent and your electricity bill.
Okay. Then you ask for money.
What up, guys? He's talking about Joe Gerber. Joe Gerber. Who's Joe Gerber?
I don't know. Who's Joe Gerber?
I don't know. Let's Google it. Joe Gerber. Howdy. Howdy. How's it going? Call in. Would love to hear from you. What do you think is more cost effective, eating in or eating out? And we're talking bare minimum budget. Like if you only have 90 cents, is it more realistic and more cost effective to go get the 90-cent cheeseburger that'll get you through? Or because you can't afford the 10-pound bag worth of potatoes and you can't afford the $16 roast and you can't afford the other $80, the other 80 cents in green beans.
Roast for $8.
Fine.
Just so you know.
But if you only have 90 cents, you still can't buy that $8 roast.
Okay. So look up how many.
Joe Gerber always eats out but can't even afford to pay for his date. Yeah. Well, hey, in 2018, I think everyone should be splitting the bill. Everyone's equal. We should all split the bill. Even if you're on a date. How many
potatoes can you get for 90 cents?
I don't know. I'm Googling that. Lay off me. I'm going to Walmart.com. Will you read those comments that are coming in? I can Google this.
The McDonald's cheeseburger has been found to be the most cheap. The most cheap from form of protein. Okay.
The defense rests.
But can you afford to eat that cheap form of protein physically?
Now you're turning it into a health thing versus a cost. This is a cost thing, not a health thing. When you're poor, you can't afford to be healthy all the time. You're turning it into a health thing now, and this is about a cost-effective thing. So let's keep it on cost-effective.
Okay.
And I'm going to look up how much potatoes are. So yeah. So he's got a point there that what did that comment say?
Cheapest form of protein. Came in.
This computer is freaking out. It is not Google on it.
But definitely eating in is more cost effective. Joe Gerber.
Slide up and keep it up. Yeah, right there.
Joe Gerber got kicked out of a Walmart for chugging 40 of malt liquor.
40s of malt liquor. Wow.
This will keep you warm if it's December.
So here we go. Fresh foods. Looking at potatoes. Can you buy only one potato? But then again,
it depends how much they are per pound. How many people buy potatoes by the pound? We don't. We just get the bag.
Exactly. But what if you can't afford that bag? What if you only have 90 cents to get? Okay. Let's look at it like this. Let's where do you let's look up the do this. Let's look up.
Or those per pound.
So this is a 5-pound bag of potatoes here.
Well,
I wish it would give you the price just right there.
Russet potatoes each. Click on that.
Each. Okay, russet potatoes each. Let's see how much potatoes are each. 48 cents.
There you go. You get 2 potatoes for 90 cents.
So 2 potatoes. So 2 potatoes or 1 cheeseburger.
I'm going with the 2 potatoes. You can nuke them and make baked potatoes.
But I thought it was about variety.
If you got butter and salt, you got a party.
Okay, but you still can't afford that $8 roast to make the rest of your meal.
So it's just a potato.
So would you rather have just a plain potato that you nuked in the microwave?
Yes.
Or a cheeseburger?
I would have the plain potato.
Really? No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
Realistically?
Realistically, if I had a choice.
If you were sitting here hungry right now and I offered you a plain, old, boring, just plain steamed potato or a fresh cheeseburger from McDonald's, which one are you going to eat? You're going to pick that plain potato. You're not allowed to put anything on it.
I can put whatever I
No,
want.
you can't. All you had was 90
Okay,
cents.
you can't make the rules up as you go along.
Yes, no, that is the rule. You have to eat what is before you. Yes, it is. You have to eat what is before you.
Can you put salt and butter on your fucking
potato? No, you
potato?
cannot.
Yes,
you couldn't afford the salt or the butter. You spent the other 90 cents on your... I know
people who have salt and
butter. You spent the rest of the money on your other potato. You couldn't afford the salt and the butter. But that cheeseburger comes with the pickles, the ketchup, the mustard.
I've got salt and butter in my...
No, you don't. Yes, you were wiped out. You're clean. I don't even know if I have salt and butter in my fridge right now.
Really? Those are staples. How do you not have...
Okay, I probably have salt, but butter, I probably don't have butter.
So use fake butter.
Really?
Yep.
What if you don't have fake butter?
You go over to your buddy's house. And use
what if you don't have any friends? I don't have a whole lot of friends. That's a realistic question. So what if I were here at home and I took your advice and I went and I bought the plain old potato and I wasn't allowed to eat that delicious cheeseburger. Like so now all I have is just a plain... I've got 2 plain steamed potatoes and now that's it. That's it. And I have a little bit of salt to put on them.
Uh-huh.
Plain potato with salt. I think I would seriously much rather have eaten the cheeseburger.
Yeah, then it's gone because you only have one.
So it probably would have filled me up just fine to get through to the next day when I could make 90 more cents.
The potato would have filled you up more. I guarantee you.
Maybe.
And you had 2 of them.
Well, if it comes down to hunger, I guess maybe potatoes. But I still don't think...
People have survived on potatoes.
See, now you're breaking it down to just the potato. But originally you said, oh, well, if you go and you buy a roast for $8, and then you get potatoes and green beans, and that's still more cost effective.
That's economics.
You
weren't going with economics. You were going with somebody who...
No, I'm going with...
You were going with the worst case scenario.
I'm going with people that people don't normally think about. I'm not talking about the normal, average, white, mediocre, middle-class family that might have 90 cents every day.
Well, contrary to what you may think, not all white people are fucking scumbags.
I don't think any white people... Well, I do think a lot of white people are scumbags, but I think a lot of people around are scumbags. But I don't think that about... Don't put words in my mouth. I don't think white people are scumbags.
You're like that.
Why does everybody like to racial profile me on here?
I'm not. You were actually racial profiling white people.
I was not racial profiling white people.
The typical upper middle class white people.
Exactly. I'm not. We're not talking about.
We're not all like that, and most upper middle class
all white
people didn't start at middle class. They fought their way to get there.
I'm not saying all people are upper middle class. I'm saying that class. Is there upper white middle class people then in the world? Okay,
absolutely.
We're not talking about those people. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Is we're not talking about those people. Is all I'm saying. Okay. We're talking about the people below them. Is who I'm talking about.
Okay.
The people that aren't even middle class. Those are the people that I'm talking about. The people barely hanging on.
But I'm sure some of those people are going to have more than 90 cents.
But I'm saying, fine, what if you only have $1.50? You still can't afford to make that roast and that potatoes. You still can't even afford that full bag of potatoes.
You get a box of mac and cheese.
But I'm saying you can afford a lot more on a McDonald's dollar menu for $1.50 for that night versus you said you can't even make that roast and that potatoes and all of that. If you only have, like, let's say you only have $6 for the entire week to eat. For the entire week. $6. That's it for the entire week. You still can't even make the meal that you were describing, but you can go get a decent-sized cheeseburger every night, 6 nights a week.
Okay, but you really want to live on fucking...
I'm saying, not that you want to, I'm saying if you're so poor that you have to. I'm saying that if you're with bare minimum budget, it can be more cost-effective to eat out versus these days eat out versus go buy groceries because just these days groceries are just as expensive as eating out.
No, it's not. You could take that $6.50 and have food for a whole week.
Really? Okay, you only have $6.50. Go to the store and make food for a whole week. What are you going to make? You only have $6.50.
Okay,
for a whole week.
Okay, can you let me?
Yes, I'm going to finish.
Okay, you're going to get generic mac and cheese. You're going to get generic butter, but you're going to get the smallest amount of butter
Okay.
you can get. You're going to get the little tiny carton of milk that you used to get.
Oh, milk right there. Whoa, you're over.
No.
Milk? You know
Just
how much
listen.
milk is?
Just listen. Before you freak out and interrupt me, listen. Okay? The little carton of milk you used to get in school, you can buy them if you go to the right grocery store, and they're about 50 cents.
But what if you were just walking to Walmart? What if you didn't have time to be driving all over to the Asian market?
They would probably have them at Walmart,
I
or
know.
they would have them somewhere else.
All I'm saying is nowadays with groceries being so expensive, I think it could be more cost effective. And in fact, we're going to have Randy on the podcast sometime, and I would like to hear his argument on that and like to hear you debate that with Randy, because Randy actually did this experiment.
Okay, but
So we'll have Randy on sometime and we'll pick it up with Randy. But that's all I was saying, is I was just playing devil's advocate there. But Dan's stuck in 2000.
What? 2000? 2000 what?
I'm just saying times are changing. Groceries are getting more and more expensive versus cheaper food that is, sure, it's not as good for you.
We
it's
shop
getting
at
cheaper.
Walmart.
Yeah, so do I. What does shopping at Walmart have to do with anything?
We're not shopping at Whole Foods.
No, whoa, if you're shopping at Whole Foods, you're way out of the people I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're shopping at fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
Trust me. So I know,
Yeah, that's where I shop. I don't think there's anything wrong with shopping at Walmart.
No.
What's your Walmart argument? What are you going at there? I shop at
We're
Walmart.
We're not buying expensive groceries.
No.
We're trying to save money.
I don't think
as
anyone
well.
tries to buy the most expensive groceries unless you have the money.
I have actually I have a lot of things to say about companies that manufacture food or farms that sell stuff and then try to call that shit organic just because they put organic on the fucking label so they can fucking jack it up.
An organic label?
Yeah. Or a little sticker on it that says organic fruit or whatever, just so they can charge
Well, did you see
$2.50 a pound instead of 99 cents.
There was recently a news article where somebody somewhere they found a live frog in their organic salad, and it was supposed to be like triple washed and triple rinsed and sprayed with pesticides. Really?
That's my point. But
So how much of this smoke are they? How much of this stuff that you're paying for is just smoke blown right up your ass? Probably a
large amount of it.
Yep. Probably a large amount of it is just smoke blown right up your ass.
That's why I'm fine. If you can afford it, I say if you can afford it and you can buy good quality groceries, I say do it because it's...
But is buying good quality groceries more effective than eating out?
Yes.
Good. No. We're talking good quality. You know how expensive good quality groceries are versus a dollar menu?
You can get good quality groceries from Walmart.
That's the only... Oh, fine. For the rest of this conversation, the only place we're shopping is Walmart. I don't know why you keep changing stores. That's every time you say store, that's where I think. Yeah. You're the one that keeps verifying that it's Walmart. Yes, the lowest, the most cheap, affordable store. Yes. Yeah. We're on the same page, Walmart. But even if you're buying quality ingredients at Walmart... It's you know how much quality ingredients are even at Walmart nowadays. They're jacking up the prices, and you said quality now, so don't be skimping to the great value now.
No.
Now you said quality, and they charge you for quality.
What's wrong with great value?
Nothing. I buy great value.
So do we.
But you said quality. That's not where you took the argument. Okay. You said quality.
My point of that is not going by the label. Just because a label has quality on it doesn't mean there's quality ingredients inside that box or that bag.
Right. So how do you
got to know how to shop for food. Especially if you're going to buy vegetables. First of all, if you're going to buy vegetables, don't go and buy the organic shit because 9 times out of 10, it's not.
No.
Just buy the regular vegetables and just wash them when you get home.
Because they probably don't even wash them in the store when they tell you they wash them. Like you said, that lady found that frog in her salad. They didn't wash that, not even once. There was a damn frog in there.
It's probably more organic.
Super organic, but damn, at least wash the frog out of the salad. Come on. I don't want it that organic. I mean...
That's what I said.
And you're paying for them to do that. When they say, oh, it's triple washed and triple rinsed and triple pesticide sprayed, you're paying for that. And I think... Obviously, sometimes it's a lie.
Yeah.
So you don't need that.
No. I'm just saying, this is where common sense comes into play. Just use, shop the way your mom taught you to shop. And, look for the ripe vegetables, the ripe fruits,
I don't think a lot of people, though, especially younger people nowadays, I don't think they shop. They go around and go shopping for the month.
No, they just eat out.
Well, because it's faster. Like I've been saying, sometimes it can be more cost-effective or just as cost-effective as buying quality ingredients and making your roast at home every month. Every week, every night you're eating a roast and a buffalo or whatever. It could be just as cost-effective to go and eat out.
We don't eat a roast every night.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying people. Okay. If this is a hypothetical situation, I don't know why you're taking it so personally. This is a hypothetical situation we're in here. And in the hypothetical situation we're in, we're shopping at Walmart still.
I know. I guess the reason I take it so personally is because I did go to culinary school, and this was section of our schooling was economics and how to cheaply take a meal.
But what year did you go to culinary school?
It was in the 90s.
Have times changed since the 90s? Have prices around everything changed since the 90s?
No.
Is that information sort of irrelevant now?
Not completely. You just have to upgrade.
That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, times have changed so much and everyone's nickel and diming everyone so much that yes, it can be. And the ways that we were taught in the 90s to do this and save money by this way, sometimes those ways aren't as effective as they were in the 90s.
Yes.
This isn't 1990.
I know it's not.
I wish it was.
I'm just saying affordability and cost effectiveness isn't just for money. I think you need to think of the affordability and the cost effectiveness for you physically, because this is stuff.
I'm saying if you can't afford to think about the physical aspect, I'm saying if it comes down to money and you can't afford to think, oh, well, that's not the best for me, so I shouldn't eat it. You don't always have that luxury when you're poor.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. You can't always afford to go buy the real butter and then your $8 roast that you found somewhere, and then the whole 5-pound bag of potatoes, and then all the green beans.
We buy frozen vegetables mostly.
Fine, but how much is one bag of frozen vegetables?
Like $1.
Like I said, what if you only have 90 cents?
Because we buy them, they have the $1 bag of frozen vegetables, 10 for 10. So you get them $1. You get them for $1 a bag if you buy 10 of them.
For $1, okay. But like I said, what if you only have 90 cents? You can't afford that $1.
You borrow 10 cents from your buddy that's with you.
What if you don't have any friends? What if you said, seriously,
all you have... 10 cents from somebody in the aisle.
Really?
Really?
Opposed to you could just go already get the food that costs you 90 cents.
But why would you buy a bag of frozen vegetables when there's so many other things that could
I don't know.
you
You're
up?
The one that said frozen vegetables.
I wasn't meaning as a meal. I'm just saying we don't buy... I mean, occasionally, like if it's salad, yeah, we buy salad, or we buy romaine lettuce or something to make salad.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to vegetables that you're having with your entree, it's usually frozen vegetables because it's cheap.
How much is romaine lettuce versus iceberg lettuce?
It's more, but iceberg lettuce is dumb.
Well, I hate iceberg lettuce, and the only kind of lettuce I eat is romaine, so I agree. But what if you can't afford the romaine?
Well,
what's the price difference there? How much more expensive?
I don't know, because we've been ordering it off of Walmart.com and having it delivered. So we haven't actually, and Carla's been doing the shopping, so I haven't seen the price lately because she just does it right off her phone. And so we're saving time and we're saving gas.
Yeah, see, but that's obviously bigger than a 90-cent a day budget.
Well, yeah. But I think that's kind of,
hell, I got a bigger than 90-cent a day budget, and I can't even afford Walmart.com.
But it's free delivery.
Over a certain amount, right?
It might be. I don't know what that amount is.
I actually want to try it. I haven't tried it, but I hate going to the store, so I actually really want to try it.
And that's kind of why we did it, is we just don't like having to deal with the people in the store. And trying to, you go down one aisle to pick something. There's 6 people looking right in your area where you want to look.
I hate going. Well, geez, now in today's society, you can't even go to the store and buy milk without possibly getting shot. At least in Colorado.
I wasn't trying to say that, I understand people with less money have a harder time. I'm just saying there's ways to make it work. I think if you used fast food and groceries in a financially,
of course, if you always have the money, I think if you want quality and you want more cost for your bang,
so
and you
let's say,
then of course you want to go to the grocery store. You want to buy in bulk. You're going to get better quality.
Let's say you have
better flavor.
$10. Let's say all you have is $10.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's it.
That's it. So and
for the whole week.
And say,
for the whole week.
Yes. And on Friday, you have to save enough because Friday you want to treat yourself and get a cheeseburger. So, but you have to budget so you have food to eat for the week and get the cheeseburger on Friday. So you go to Walmart and
or you can get 2 cheeseburgers every night for $1 and be just fine. And eat 2 cheeseburgers every night and get through the week. Right?
You could, but do you want to have variety?
Who's got necessary? Okay, well, just because it's now, hold on. Who necessarily has the time to do that in today's day and age? You might not only have the money, but you might not only have the time.
You don't know. Like, there's got to be, I see a lot of people at Walmart when I do go there. There's always lots of people.
What if you don't have the time to go searching for the one thing of milk like the one they used to have at school? What if you only got 10 minutes? You only got 10 minutes for the night. 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes.
Yeah, but how do you...
You only got 10 minutes.
I don't know.
Go buy your cheeseburgers.
How are you getting to the McDonald's? If you only
there's one 5 minutes up the road. 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back. And there literally is
5 minutes walking or 5 minutes driving?
5 minutes driving.
What if you don't have a car? If
you ride your bike, 10 minutes.
I'm just saying you're making scenarios that don't really make sense.
What do you mean? I'm making
you're saying
scenarios that don't make sense. If
90 cents is I don't,
Just because it's unrealistic to you doesn't mean that's how people...
If you only have 90 cents, I think you got bigger problems. Because, you should...
Then, if you only have 90 cents, I don't think you have bigger problems than trying to eat. I think if you only have 90 cents, trying to eat is probably your biggest problem.
Yes, but my point is, if you only have 90 cents, you're probably not living in an apartment.
Really? What if you only have 90 cents because you paid your rent, your electricity, your cable, your gas, your water, and now you only have 90 cents? Now what? You're not living in a shithole, and you're not on the streets like you're assuming, but you still only have 90 cents, and you still need to eat.
Yeah, what are you going to buy with 90 cents?
A cheeseburger.
What about the rest of the week?
I'm saying if you have 90 cents each day, that's $5, $7 for the entire week.
What are you going to do for gas?
Walk to the McDonald's.
Okay, what if you only have 10 minutes?
Run, or you don't eat if you only have 10 minutes. Wait till you have more time.
Where are you going to get the energy to run if you're only eating a cheeseburger a day?
If you're hungry enough, you'll get there. And you don't have to run, just go at a time when you have more time.
I don't know. I'm sure there's people like that. But
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But...
No, I'm not saying it's the vast majority of people, and I'm not saying everybody lives that way. I'm saying some people do live that way. Thank you for the hearts.
I understand it, but if you're in that dire straits, why wouldn't you try and get food stamps or?
I'm saying, sure. What if you try? Sure, yeah. It's not a lack of trying. I'm just saying if you find yourself in that predicament, all you have is $6 or $7 for the entire 7 days of week, and then that's all you have to survive on because you paid your gas, you paid your rent, you paid your food. You did, well, not your food. You couldn't afford food, but you paid your lights, you paid your rent, and all that.
Okay.
And all that's left is $7 for you to survive for the week until you're able to get more money from your job. You cannot go to Walmart and make your $7 roast, your $10 bag of potatoes, your 90 cents worth of green beans. That's not feasible.
Yes, I know.
But you can go get the $1 cheeseburger or the $1 something every day.
Okay.
You know? Or I guess, like you said, you could go get, if it is that bad, then you could go get
food stamps.
Several potatoes. You can just live on potatoes for the week because potatoes are 23 cents, I guess we found, right?
Like 49 cents.
So you could live on potatoes.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're living on potatoes, then it's, but then again, is somebody going to want, if you only had $1, okay, and to eat for the night, and you were, hold on. You were hungry, you hadn't eaten for 2 days, and I come in and I give you just $1, okay? $1 and 3, enough to cover tax or whatever. Are you going to go, and you have enough for just a plain potato, a plain steamed potato, or a cheeseburger from McDonald's? I have both in front of you, and I say they both cost the same. Which one are you going to eat? The potato, you can have 2 plain-ass potatoes. Which one are you going to eat?
Still going to go with the potato.
You're going to go with the potatoes.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, yeah, if it comes down to a hunger, but I'm just
saying, yeah, there may not be a lot of flavor, but the potato's going to fill you up more than that cheeseburger is, because you eat that cheeseburger, you're going to be hungry in 30 minutes.
That's true, I guess. That's true. Then again, potatoes both. But then again, a potato's all starch. So how much is a potato really filling you up if you go if you're on an all potato diet?
It's filling you up enough. It's something your body's
I hope I don't
used
ever
to
have
processing.
to be on a potato diet.
No. But okay, this is something I used to do when I didn't have a lot of money. I would go and buy a bag of potatoes, and I'd get cans of cream corn, because I could get canned cream corn, just a generic, for 75 cents a can.
Mm-hmm.
And I would microwave a potato, and I'd heat up cream corn, and I'd pour the cream corn over the potato, salt and pepper, and it was delicious.
That's your favorite pour meal?
Yeah.
You want to know my favorite pour meal?
What?
My favorite pour meal is, let me think. I have a couple. Let me think real low, real poor. Let me think the poorest thing I've ever eaten.
And then I'd try to facsimile that. If I had to go through a drive-through, I'd try to go through Wendy's and facsimile that with a small chili and a baked potato. Instead of corn, it's chili that you pour over your potato.
Nice.
But that costs more. I'm just saying, via the, minus the worst possible case scenario, it can be done if you're creative enough.
Yes, if you have enough time and enough patience. And enough money. But,
because I remember when I was living in North Vancouver and staying at the hostel, and I never spent more than $25-$30 on groceries for
Yeah, but that's way out of our $6 for the week range.
Yeah, but I mean, if you only have, maybe you need to talk to your boss and get a raise.
What if you can't? What if your boss won't give you a raise? I'm sure there's
plenty
plenty of people that
better
want
job,
raises.
because the guys.
What if you can't get a better job?
Screwing you.
I don't know. I'm just saying there are people out there that do have to live like that, and I'm saying that it could be a more cost-effective way. And people always think that, well, you should be shopping at the store if you have zero money. That's not always necessarily the case, in my opinion. I think it can be more cost-effective to, yes, go get that $1 cheeseburger or whatever, because if you only have enough food or enough money to get enough $1 worth of food every day.
I know, but if
you could go eat 3 potatoes, plain potatoes.
Okay, you could do that for a time until you get
I'm not saying I'm not saying that's a way of life. I'm saying if you paid your rent, you paid your bills and everything, and you got to live that way for a week or something. I'm not saying it's a way of life, and that's a way to live forever. I'm saying it's a means to get by for a week, 2 weeks, 3 days, a day. It could be more cost effective than going out and buying a $7 damn roast. If you can even find a $7 roast. Where did you find an $8 roast and when?
I don't remember.
Exactly. And then was it in the 90s?
No.
Because it doesn't count if it was in the 90s.
No, it was at Walmart, and it wasn't in the 90s. It was here in Denver.
We're going to,
I think it was the fucking Walmart in Brighton.
We're going to go, one of these, we're going to go to Walmart, and Dan, your challenge is to find an $8 roast. This is our last podcast until next Thursday. Today's Sunday. So you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to send me a picture.
Does it have to be a beef roast, or can it be a pork roast?
Whatever. You find me an $8 roast.
Okay.
You have 3 days to find us an $8 roast and bring it back to, not bring it back, but bring us a picture of the roast, and hell, do a Periscope with it. I found that $8 roast, you son of a... I want to see if you can find an $8. I'm just saying, in today's day and age, an $8 roast, seriously, roast today are like $16, $20, maybe $8 a pound for a roast.
You got to go
in today's day and age. Walmart's nickel and diming everyone, dude.
No, you got to go.
Yes.
You got to go when the deals are. If you go, and if you're not using. If you're not using like Walmart delivery, if you actually go to Walmart, you have to get their flyer. You have to look when the deals are.
I know. I used to work at Walmart. But I'm saying, what if the day that you're broke doesn't happen to coincide with Walmart's deals?
But
then what do? You go get the 90-cent cheeseburger is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Why won't you let me have that?
Fine.
I mean, I already told you, yes, I agree with you that, of course, buying the groceries and getting more bang for your buck if you have the means to it, of course, that's a smarter, more cost-efficient, quality way to go. But I'm saying if you can't. We were talking about cost efficiency on eating in versus eating out. Somebody just asked what we were talking about, and we were saying that if you go into a real low budget,
I think they're gonna start fighting.
I know. No, we're just passionate. We're best friends. But I'm just saying if
keep watching, they're gonna come to blows.
No, if you only have like a $6 a week budget, until you get paid, in 6 days or whatever. Eating in 100%, but exactly that's Dan's position, and I totally agree. Eating in is always way better. I was just playing devil's advocate and saying that if you only have the 90 cents to eat in for the day, you only have 90 cents a day to survive for the rest of the week, and then you get paid in 1 week. You only have 90 cents a day. It's probably more cost effective and probably more realistic and more convenient to go get that 90-cent meal every night and keep yourself alive versus. I mean, you can't necessarily. And we did say you can go buy like potatoes, or what did we say? They were like 75. So you can go buy a bunch of potatoes
on the Walmart.com. It said 49 cents.
40. So yeah, sure, you can go buy tons of potatoes and sure live on. You can have 6 potatoes every night. But we're saying realistically and more cost effectively, and just it can be. That's all I'm saying is it can be. Eating in 100. Ouch, then I guess you'll be at McDonald's. Right, and that's exactly what we're saying. We're saying if it's in, like a pinch, like in just a few days, not like necessarily, you're going, going out to Red Lobster Outback every night, and that's going to be more cost effective than eating. I don't think so, but
Outback is way too fucking expensive.
6 potatoes.
The food isn't that good, and they're way fucking overpriced.
Yeah, and we'll have Randy on. I'll try to get him on Thursday or Friday, or maybe this weekend. He did tell me he'd come on sometime, but him and his wife did conduct this experiment, him and Tracy, where they told me that they found... Sorry, Periscope. Dan's wife's calling, but I'll keep the conversation going on Facebook while you're talking to Carla, where Randy and Tracy did find that
we're right in the middle of the
eating
podcast,
in versus eating out could be more cost effective. And I don't know all their variables and the way they handled it, but... Hopefully, we'll have him on the podcast sometime.
But I got to go because we're running Periscope on my phone.
Dan's got a call from his wife.
Okay. Bye.
How was Carla? Dude, One of these days when Carla makes a surprise, we're going to be like, Carla, surprise guest appearance, and just put her on speakerphone and keep her on for as long as, when Carla gets tired of us, she's just going to hang up on us.
You know how I do that thing where I talk about, you could be like diffusing a bomb, and if you defuse it, you're going to save the whole world, and then your wife calls?
Yeah, but I'm saying
there you go.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying because she does that to you quite frequently, and I think I actually think it's really funny. We should when she makes a surprise guest appearance like that, we should put her on speakerphone and say, Carla, you're on the podcast, and just keep her on for as long as she'll have us. Hey, what? Hold on, while you're off Periscope, go to your Facebook Live real quick. Let's do one of those while we're live on our YouTube channel. You were saying you wanted to do one of those, right?
All right, what are we going to talk about?
Well, we'll just go live.
I think we've beaten this one topic to death.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll keep going. We've got 15 minutes left in the show here.
We strung it up. We stretched it. We put them into stocks. We beat this topic to death.
I thought that was good. But we still got 15 minutes left. Just go Facebook.
Fuck that topic up.
So we'll go Facebook Live with our folks on YouTube. They'll get to see us go Facebook Live, and we'll just keep the conversation going.
Oh, let me turn this off.
And then we'll get back to everyone on Periscope.
We'll come back to it. Live.
No. That's going to be on yours. You got to go to the page. L&D. Speaking of which, guys, if you have not seen us on Facebook, check us out on Facebook, the L&D Project.
Then how do you get to the live?
So now go right here to pages. Now you're on your L&D page. Scroll down to where it's going to want you to post something. See? Live, right there. You see that camera right there? Live.
What up?
Hold on. Hit OK.
What up? We're doing a Facebook
starting. Hello, Facebook.
Hey, this is the first L&D Project Facebook Live post.
Hello,
ever
Facebook. You
in
are
history.
In history, our first Facebook Live ever. Facebook.
It's not going to be very long.
Just real short, but Facebook, we wanted to tell you, for our first Facebook Live post, we are live on the L&D Project right now. So check out the YouTube video. And YouTube, check us out on Facebook if you haven't seen us. Dan works real hard on the page, the L&D Project.
Yep.
So check out the Facebook page. And thanks for doing this page, Dan. That's huge. Social media is huge these days, and I think it's important that you do this.
Yeah.
So hello, Facebook. The L&D Project is here.
Live.
We're coming at... Me and Dan just had a heated debate about canned
home
food
economics
and home ec. So check out our YouTube video if you haven't seen it. And remember, never lie, steal, or cheat. And that's all they get because they're not on the... They're not on the YouTube
that's
thing
gonna be weird.
Yeah, I was going to do it, but they don't get the full sign-off because I didn't want to do 2 sign-offs.
All right, share.
So go ahead and share that. Yep. Boom. Does it show up right away?
Oh, no.
We don't know. We just tried to go Facebook Live for the first time, but Dan, I want to switch topics on you and go into camping. Where is your favorite place to go camping? And we live in Colorado, so let's get the Periscope back up while we finish out our last 10 minutes here. We'll get our Periscope viewers on. And then we'll talk about some camping. Come on.
Why am I doing it like that? Let me just do it like this.
Okay, and here we go. We're live.
We're live.
On
Sorry
Periscope.
about that. Back on Periscope. Episode 5 is going to be
all over the place.
All over the place.
Anyway, guys, sorry, that was a surprise. Periscope, you got interrupted.
Surprise guest, my wife.
Dan's wife just called, and you have to answer when Dan's wife calls. So, because if you don't answer...
She's a nurse, trust me.
She knows where to stick you the first time. And she knows how to get rid of your body. Like, professionally. So don't make your wife
professionally.
Mad. Oh, we got a call coming in. Oh, it's Herb! My buddy, is that Herb? Is that it?
What up?
2, 1, 0, 420 Herb, you are live on the L&D Project, my friend. How are you?
Good. What's up?
What's up, man? What are you doing right now?
I'm making a bowl of Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
Nice.
Munchies? Herb, munchies?
Yeah, somewhat.
munchies.
Awesome. I was actually just eating some dry Captain Crunch not too long ago. I might go refill and join you on some Captain Crunch.
Yeah. It's good
But
shit.
anyway, me and Dan were just having a conversation on what do you think could be more cost effective, eating in versus eating out, and it got pretty hardcore. What do you think, Herb? And we're talking like bare minimum budget here. Like if you only have like, a couple dollars a day to get you through like 7 days worth of time. Is it more cost effective to go get that $2 cheeseburger versus because you necessarily can't afford the whole, $16 roast? Dan claims he found a roast for $8. I've never seen one. But what do you think? It was just an interesting little debate we had.
My thoughts are it's way cheaper to eat at home.
Well, see, and that's exactly what Dan was saying. But then what I was saying is, I think that way of thinking is integrated into a lot of us when we're younger. But times have changed now, and I think groceries are getting so expensive now. And the reason I wanted to talk about this tonight, Dan, was because a buddy of ours, Randy and Tracy, they told me they conducted this experiment in real life with their own finances, and they told me they found that for them, it was just about as cost effective to eat out versus eating in. And so I want to bring him onto the podcast, and maybe he'll be on next week, and he could tell us a little bit more about the experiment. But that's what got us on the topic.
If you want to go to a cheap ass $10 Chinese buffet, then
Right.
yeah.
Right, and I'll be interested to hear what he said, of where they went to eat. So we'll continue on that topic a little more when we have Randy on.
Listen, if I go out to eat, if I go to Wawa, okay, which is a gas station / store that sells subs, hoagies. You can get a hoagie for $6. But if I went and bought a roast and I went and spent $150, say I went and spent $150 for food this week. Okay, I can make, say, a roast, and whatever's left over I can eat for lunch tomorrow.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? There's always ways to eat whatever you're eating today.
Do you think it's always more cost effective to eat it like me and Dan were saying? It's not like a whole lifestyle we're talking here where you've got to live that way for 2 years. But we're if it's just to get you by for a couple days, to like, I get paid in 3 days, but I've only got this $3 to last me 3 days. I can't afford a $6 roast because I've only got $3.
Then I guess, but like you said, if I had the choice between a couple of 49-cent potatoes and a 90-cent cheeseburger, I feel like you can get more bang for your buck, more nutritional bang for your buck out of the potatoes than the cheeseburger.
Herb, would you rather? Oh, let's see what this was this. Yes, Farva. Farva, welcome, buddy. Good to have you. Love having you on, man. Farva says, my wife makes.
Farva?
He says, my wife makes 3 meals a day for her, our 4 kids, and I. For $400 a month, we eat really healthy too. So, right, and Farva, that comes back to the point that we were saying, right, if you do have like a typical, everyday, normal situation budget where you can, you have, $300-400 to go put on your groceries for the month, of course, yes, go to the grocery store because you can stretch, like Dan said, you can make that, that $8 roast and those 70-cent beans and those $5 potatoes last for several days or for several plates.
If it gets really bad, you could just do potatoes and cream corn. This used to be something I used to do when I was in my 20s. You take a potato, you make a baked potato either in the oven or in the microwave. You take cream corn and you pour the cream corn after you've heated it up, obviously. And you pour the cream corn over the potato, and that's your meal, because that is you could probably buy potatoes and cream corn for the week for maybe. You might be able to do it. I don't know if you get the whole week with $6, but it would be close.
I got a good one for you.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Mexico, you have $3.
Okay.
And it has to last you all week.
Right.
What are you going to fucking buy?
If I have $3 to last me all week, I'm going to go with our option like Dan said, and if it's only $3 for a whole week, I'm going potatoes, and I'm going to stretch them as far as I can, because what did we find? Potatoes were like 47 cents or whatever?
I think they were like 49 cents.
40. We're going to go with the cheapest thing we found, which was 49-cent potatoes, and we're going to eat potatoes all week to get us through the week.
You could do the cheeseburger. But
you could do, well, not all week you couldn't. You couldn't do it if you had $3 for the whole week.
$3 for, well.
You would have to then go to something like potatoes.
Are you say starting on Monday?
Well, what would you do, because you couldn't do much outside of something like that, buying a bunch of potatoes and stretching them for the week. You couldn't do much outside of that with $3. You couldn't do
but it's only for that
cheeseburgers.
1 week till you get paid.
Right, you would have to do something drastic like that, like a box of ramen or all potatoes.
Well, and that's the other thing. You can pick up that like box of ramen, whatever. There's like 12 packs of ramen in that little box.
Right. So then I guess
you can get that for like $2.50.
So then I guess in that scenario, that would be the smart thing to do.
So you could buy essentially, you could buy 2 boxes.
Right.
If you had $6, then you would have enough even to pay for the taxes. It'd be like 5 something.
Right.
You know.
How much are a pack of hot dogs?
I don't even know.
Like $5-6 out here. They're kind of expensive.
Well, it depends what you get. If you just get what are the cheap ones? Those
the ballpark? I think those are the cheap.
Not the ballpark. The other ones that come in the clear. It's a clear package in the bottom. It's got that red.
The Franks?
No, the low.
Oscar Mayer?
No. The generic.
I don't know. Do they have like a Walmart brand hot dog?
Yeah, it might even be great value.
Oh, really? I don't know. I haven't seen that. Wow.
It's like they just come in an 8-pack.
Oh, a great value hot dog. Talk about hard times. Not even a name brand hot dog. A great value hot dog. Woo! That would be.
That's why I go with vegetables, because you get more. Like I even put those fucking vegetables, but you get more. I'm not trying to be. I'm just saying you get more heartiness. You get filled up more.
No way you can eat out for that.
You're gonna get filled up.
I don't know.
More
What got, like I said, what got us on it was my buddy had told me that him and his wife conducted this experiment, and they found out that for them, it turned out to be just as cost effective. So maybe we'll have him on sometime, and we'll talk about that. But I want to switch subjects. And Herb, I actually got a question for you.
Just let me know when he comes on, because I would definitely like to debate.
Oh yeah. I'll let you know when he's going to be on.
Debates, right?
Oh yeah. You're really good. So I'll like to have you on when we have a debate. But
I think it's good because I like to get other opinions. I like to get different perspectives, even though sometimes.
Let's see what Farva says here.
Sometimes with my own opinions, I'm kind of like a cat with a dead mouse. I just don't want to give it the fuck up.
Well, listen to this. Farva said best idea is if you have an extra $9, buy a 24-pack of cup of noodles off of Amazon, free shipping. So you can eat noodles. You don't even got to leave you don't even have to go to the store.
How much off of Amazon for that? Like so the 24 got like $6? Or so you say you had $9, so it'd be like $9.
But Herb, I wanted to ask you this. Herb, while we have you on, I wanted to ask you about this. It's kind of something me and Dan came up with a little bit beforehand. It was Christmas. We were just doing some word association, and we came up with the word Christmas. But then I thought that's actually a great topic to talk about because, Herb, my first question to you is: are you religious at all?
Yeah, somewhat.
You are a lot?
Like were you raised Christian but
not a lot.
Okay, but you are somewhat religious.
Or are you more spiritual?
Yeah, I was raised Baptist.
Okay. So I was raised Christian in the church, and I'm not really myself a whole lot religious these days. Me and Dan aren't really religious ourselves.
Well, I would say I call myself more spiritual than anything.
But my question with that is is Dan said, Dan asked me, he said, well, what about Christmas? And I said, I hate Christmas. And I said, let's talk about things that I like. And he's like, well, I thought everybody liked Christmas. And I was like, well, no. And that's what I wanted to talk about was I told him, myself personally, I'm not really into the religious side of it anymore so much. So I don't really, that's not what draws me to it. And the commercial side of Christmas, I just hate. I hate the commercial side. So myself, I hate Christmas. Is that, you know?
So do you know how?
I don't know. Is that a terrible thing? I don't know.
No, but do you know how all these holidays came to be? Didn't have anything to do with religion. It had to do before religion when people like had hundreds of gods, you know, like the pagans and stuff. So it was a way to celebrate the turning of the seasons,
right?
From winter to spring, spring to summer, summer to fall, fall to winter, and all these different.
But
holidays.
I'm not celebrating that. I'm saying for today in 2019, somebody that if you're atheist and you're not like you don't like you're not into the commercial buying,
you didn't.
I know that's what I'm saying. I get you're saying it's pagan, but
Right,
that's more a spiritual. Okay,
point.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wasn't done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so that is not about. That's why I said to me, Christmas is kind of like renewal because you get to start over again. It's a brand new, like your December 25th. December 25th, and then you got like 5 days, and it's a brand new year. So it's kind of like renewal.
Well, and that's
and okay, yeah, I don't really.
Isn't that what the New Year's for? Is the renewal?
Well, yeah, but I mean, everybody's looking forward to that, and I mean, forget about all the commercialism and New Year's Eve parties and shit like that. You get to start off, brand fucking new, a whole new year.
So for you, it's a renewal thing.
With no fucking mistakes. Everybody gets a fucking clean slate.
Right. Because you're not a religious guy, like I just said, and you're not. I know you're not super materialistic, so I can't see you being into like the whole gift thing too much.
I mean, we do it, but
I know, but I can't see you being like super into it. Like, oh, I'm all about that. No, I know you're not a super materialistic person. So I'm saying, if you're atheist and you're not super into the commercialistic side of it. Christmas, yeah. It's not all it's hyped up to be. I don't know. What do you think, Herb?
I let my wife deal with the Christmas shit.
Yeah. So you're just there.
It's 50-50 with me.
I only get mad if I don't get presents.
So Herb's into the commercial side of it. He's like, give me gifts or I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, what frustrates me about that is...
And see, that's why I don't like it. I don't like it for that reason. Okay, I don't like it because of people like Herb.
My wife will try and guess what my wife will try and guess what I want instead of like, well, this is what I want. And she asks me like, if she's like, she would ask me now in August, and it's like September, October, November.
Thank you, T-Sweet. Love you. You're awesome.
3 months. Almost 4 months till Christmas, and she's asking me, what I want, and she's never going to remember, and then she guesses and tries, and it's usually not something crazy. It's usually like a tool or like a saw or something that cuts,
thank you, Herb.
Cuts shit. It's not super materialistic, right.
Yeah, and to me, that's just why I'm not into it. I don't like that whole materialistic.
I mean, I buy Wrangler jeans.
Right.
I'm not, or I go to the cheap places like the Ross for Less, where you can buy like halfway decent jeans. You get it for like 90% off.
Yeah. So for Herb, it's all about presents. For you, it's about spirituality. And for me, I'm allowed to hate it, I guess.
I guess
I'm allowed to hate it. So everyone lay off me. I'm allowed to hate it. Dan, what is your favorite music artist of all time? Actually, Herb, I want to hear this from you. You guys don't ever play. We're playing music right now, kind of in the back, just real lightly that we can hear, because I'd go crazy without it. But I don't ever hear you and Kev playing any music. What kind of music do you listen to?
Well, we definitely jam the music. I just don't put it on while we're there.
But, right.
Me personally,
Nice, Farva.
Farva. Nice. What do you rate?
I'll tell you.
I got a couple that I like. My
Okay.
first of all is Jim Morrison and the Doors.
Nice.
The Doors, nice. Okay.
Well, Jim Morrison has to be there.
Jim
Well,
Morrison.
I like the Doors too, but I like Jim Morrison.
Okay, Jim Morrison.
And I like Peter Frampton.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like Fleetwood Mac?
Not really.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac's my favorite band of all time.
I mean, I'll listen to them, but they're not my favorite. They're not one of my favorites.
Oh, they're my favorite. Dan, who's your favorite band of all time?
Favorite band of all time. This is going to be a really.
And my favorite artist of all time is Michael Jackson. I think is the best artist to ever be.
I would have to say,
in my opinion.
I would have to say, favorite band bar none of all time rock and roll.
Go.
AC/DC.
Wow, really? AC/DC?
Yes.
They don't do it for me. I'm not into the.
I smoke AC/DC.
What?
He said he smokes AC/DC.
I smoke AC/DC. It's a CBD.
It's a CBD. Nice. What Officer Rodney Farva said, what he loves about Christmas, he loves the idea of keeping the tradition alive and connecting with previous generations.
That's
so
good.
it's more like a long dance thinking that it's a spiritual thing.
Well, it's more just,
yeah. Well,
it's
I don't know. I'm just
coming of this,
I'm just allowed to
the
hate
seasons.
it, I guess. Dan,
Big killer.
Yeah. Dan, where you were supposed to go camping this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go camping, where do you go camping?
Usually up on Daniel's land. He's got this piece of land, an 1.5 acre lot in Fairplay. And it's
Lance to glance.
And it's right up on the top of the hill.
Welcome back, Lance. Love you, my friend.
And we camp up
We're
there.
talking about camping right now.
And the views from that 1.5 acre lot are fucking ridiculous. You can see the horizon is nothing but mountain peaks.
Right.
And so that's a pretty nice spot.
Right.
But favorite camping spot, I don't know. That's a tough one.
You're not going to beat me there, T. I'm sorry, T.
Oh, are you guys in a heart war?
T.
Oh, man, I love you guys in a little heart war.
Sorry, T.
These guys are the best. Thanks, guys. We love you. Giving us hots. We heart you guys the most.
I'd have to say, now this technically, I guess, wouldn't be camping, but it was my favorite of all time.
I'm going to do a dab for all those hearts, God damn it.
Going up to the Okanagan, British Columbia, going to the Okanagan Lake, and spending 2 weeks with my aunt and uncle in Okanagan Lake, going, swimming in the lake, fishing, just like stunting around in the boat, just having a blast, having people over because people either we're going over to other people's cabins or they're coming over to our cabin. We're throwing barbecues. It's just a great time.
All right.
Some of the best memories I have.
This one right here. This one right here is for you, Herb. For this one right here is for you and Kev. And for T-Sweet and Lance and all you guys that hang out with us over there. This is for you, Herb, and your channel because it's fucking sick.
We go. Nice. Dabbaroonie. Dabapalooza. Dabbaroonie. I don't know where that came from. Hots. It's a hots war.
It's a heart fest. My favorite
Heart Foundation.
My favorite spot to go. I was telling these guys, my favorite spot to go camping is in Granby. We go to Granby.
Yeah.
And we take the boat up and we go back to in between Shadow Mountain and Lake Granby. It's right where the Colorado River starts.
Okay.
It's where the Colorado River starts and it dumps into Granby and then it starts off down the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And we can take the boat when it's really high. We can take it right back up there to where the Colorado River starts and just camp right there on the side of the Colorado River here in Colorado in the mountains. It's my favorite. It's so beautiful. One time we were up there, we seen a bear swimming across the lake.
Yeah.
We seen a real bear. It was huge, a huge ass black bear. And then a second time, I swear to God, you guys aren't going to believe this, but when we were on the boat at night, we were shining the light and we saw a mermaid. I shit you not. It was a goddamn mermaid, okay?
Were you high?
Yeah. Yeah. We were smoking and drinking.
I'm going camping Thursday, but I sure the fuck can't beat mountain peaks and rivers and all that. But I'm going to be back in the woods, smoking some dope, streaming and laughing, and I'm probably going to stream
Great.
our cornhole tournament.
Wow. It's a family show.
Which Kevin thinks he's the best at.
Oh, wow.
I keep telling him he's not the best. It's just that everybody else sucks.
Well, are you guys going to do any fishing?
No.
Are you guys going to do any shooting?
Where we're going, the fish ain't worth catching.
So then there's going to be some shooting?
Shooting?
Yeah, guns?
No.
Oh my God, what?
It's a family campground.
Oh, see, yeah, I don't like to go. Here in Colorado, when we go camping, we like to go way out into the sticks where there's nobody around. And just set up camp.
People are there because I can smoke my weed and they can't do a fucking thing about it.
Well, see, when you're out in the middle of nowhere, they can't do anything about it either because no one cares. They're like, you might get
there.
You might get eaten by a bear out there, or a mountain lion. Good luck.
What's T-Sweet doing? Talk, T-Sweet. What's going on?
T-Sweet, get on here. We want to hear from you.
But I will say in Colorado, that
God,
land,
look at all those hearts. These guys
that
are
land
insane.
in Fairplay.
Thank you so
it's
much.
gotta be my favorite spot.
The land in Fairplay
that Daniel has.
Yeah. Well, that's Paonia, right?
No, that's Fairplay. So he's got a lot that he bought years and years ago for like.
There's T-Sweet.
20,000.
There she is.
And
all right, let's count her in.
And he still has it. That's where.
Yeah, that's her signature. Hey.
That's where he's gonna build his like dream cabin. But
Here we go.
You should have seen the other day. I said to Kevin, she came on our line, and I said, "Kev, watch this." I go, just before she came on, I said, "Hey," and she gets on and she goes, "Hey." It was like,
yeah, she's hilarious. She's awesome. Yeah, it's right now. It just shows that she's loading and loading and loading. So
loading and loading.
Oh, and she's gone.
She might be.
She might have a bad connection. She'll be back. She'll be back.
Technical
they always come back.
She's experiencing.
And when she gets back, oh, there she is. And when T-Sweet gets in here, I'm gonna have to do another dab because that's just the way things are.
Yep.
Here we go. 2, 1, 0. Yay!
Hey, what up?
There she is.
What up?
That's her signature. Hey.
Have you ever talked to a Canadian before? Have you ever talked to a Canadian polar bear before?
Hey. I'm going to heat this up. Oh, man, there's Lance. It's going to be awkward. No, I'm just kidding.
Where are you coming from?
I'm getting up and I'm going to do it.
All right, here we go. Here's Lance. I kicked him out yesterday. Hello, Lance.
What up? Let's burn one, fellas.
Let's do it. Fire in the bowl. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Burn it up. This one's for you guys. Dan, what happened to your...
What? Oh, did my battery die?
We just lost everyone in the middle of a... Wow, we had 3 people in there.
I think my battery's dead.
Okay. Well,
I guess that's...
This one is to...
Oh, goodness gracious. I should have brought the thing, but I didn't bring it. I didn't grab it when I left today on the bike. So there you go. YouTube.
Well, guys, there you go, YouTube. That's an extra long video for you because we kept going there.
The double smoke.
And right when we finally got off to a good start, we lost it.
Yep.
But that's the way things go here at the L&D Project.
Yep.
So thanks for tuning in. We'd love to have you. Everyone that we cut off.
We're not fucking polished, but we're doing it.
Anyway.
We're not trying to be polished.
Those of you that we cut off, we're sorry. We'll be back some other time, and I'm sure we'll all smoke again. So anyway, in the meanwhile, remember, never lie, steal, or cheat. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. And if you must steal, steal away from bad company, like me. And if you must cheat, cheat death. Goodbye,
Yes.
everyone. We love